to get it in here with Cole Phelps and fuck some, shit! What the fuck is this? What is a girl? Is she, I don't know, German. She's German, I think. I don't know if she is or not. She's something, though. She's one of them. Let's go see here if it's even coming up. Oh, it is. Yay. Let's go see here. Yes, I want to skip the tutorial cases. Yes, skip them. I'm trying to get 5 fucking stars in all these cases, bro. Every single one of them. Fucking 5 star, 5 star, 5 star. Yeah. Here we go. In our descent to be a 1940s policeman. This is Cole Phelps' first day. He's amped. His wife just gave him some pussy. You can still smell it on the motherfucker's fingers. He is salivating at the bit here.
Here's your new desk, kid.
Oh,
You're
shit,
on
that's
traffic.
loud as
The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
Yeah, he
This
is.
is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December.
Yeah,
It'll be
don't-
years before any of this will happen.
Don't
Here's
get
your new
excited,
partner,
you piece of
Stefan
shit.
Burkowski.
Heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
I'm here to learn, Detective.
Oh, he's an intense one, isn't he, Mel?
Who's intense?
The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
Hi, Phelps. I'll be keeping an eye on you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Who was that, Commander?
Roy Earl, chief detective and advice.
Do they all dress like movie stars?
Well, Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of L.A. is his audience.
What is that supposed to mean?
Stick with me, kid. You'll find out. And now some housekeeping. Warm Central Division welcome for Detective Cole Phelps.
Yes.
Some of you guys may know Phelps. He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. Stand up and take a bow, Phelps.
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
an order, Phelps.
Shh, quiet, everybody.
Phelps is one of only 2 serving.
Yo, this is hella bright, though, for real. Wait, did it do it, though? Yeah, it did. Okay.
LAPD officers who received the Silver Star
Still
during the war. Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did
Those
my best.
pieces of shit, am I
Why
right?
you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Bukowski.
This
Hope
game
you like
is
work,
really
kid.
politically
Bukowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we have partners, right? Okay, can it, guys. Stick with Bukowski. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside and out. I'm going to start you out with 1 case. You do okay, I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out. Come on, Phelps.
Yes. Let's go.
I want to stop him with 1 round.
This game combines my dream of being Dick Tracy, and it's very fun, exciting,
They really pushed you through
sexually
quick, didn't they?
and physically.
6 years on patrol before I got this desk. You were here in 5 minutes.
What do you want me to say? I didn't ask for any favors.
Already got the banter happening.
Want a medal in solving all the cases?
You know this place?
Sure. Near the old gasworks and Signo Depot in the warehouse district.
I love this game, but it's
I'll
at the same
direct.
time, Cole is so better than everybody acting, and that's just so frustrating to me. I'm a policeman. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
So, tell me a little about yourself, Phelps. Are we
Let's
friends
respond
now?
to that fucking
Bukowski?
street crime first.
We have to work together. Don't be so touchy. Grew up in San Francisco. My father was in shipping.
Where's it
Went to
at?
college at Stanford. Did 2 years ROTC before Marino CS at Camp Elliott.
Oh God, you're not supposed to hit
Can
people.
we try to get there in one
Damn it.
piece?
Probably didn't 5-star that case right from the jump. All right, fuck the case because I think the longer you take,
Grew up in San Francisco. My father was in shipping. Went to college at Stanford.
your
Did 2
rating
years
goes down,
ROTC
shit.
before Marino CS at Camp Elliott. Shipped out in early 45 as a first lieutenant and fought in the Okinawa campaign. I was wounded, shipped back home. Did a year on the beat. Now I'm here.
So you won the silver.
Let's see where this fucking thing is at. I mean, it's on the way.
Star.
I don't want to talk about it.
Now let me get this straight. You single-handedly killed 40 Japs on this hill in Okinawa.
No.
You were up there all night, draped in the flag, knife between your teeth, gun at the ready.
Finished?
The Emperor Hirohito himself leading the charge against you.
I did my part, Bukowski. What did you do?
All units, a 459 just occurred at 6th and 7th.
We'll never find out what he
to
did.
handle, code 2, identified.
11 King, go ahead, KGPL.
Masked gunman. Oh shit.
Up on the roof, officer. He has a mask on his face. I caught
makes
sight
him
when
a
he shoved past me, but be careful. I
According
saw him
to
waving a
1940s
gun.
Law. This guy's a wise guy, huh? Maybe I should have did the tutorial cases because I kind of forgot what to do, how to run, that sort of thing, jump, shit like that. All right, we're going for him.
Give it up now. Make it easy on yourself.
How do you
Get the hell
run?
away from me!
Okay, never mind. Found out how to run. There he goes. Where'd he go?
What's your rush?
Hurry! You can still catch it!
I'm trying to catch him. Where the fuck did he go? I'll kill you, you piece of shit. That's how we do it in fucking L.A. We just shoot him dead. No due process, no nothing. That's the face of a man that is not proud of his actions, but is also satisfied at taking down another fuck criminal. Alright. Let's get back in this car. Get in the car, you motherfucker. Jesus. Hey, you got shit to do, man. Get out of my way. Alright. Here we go. Here we go. Try to remember all the fucking... I think I remember everything. All
That
the
you,
right
Bukowski?
questions and answers.
Go on through.
5-star this shit.
Parking lot
5-star,
straight ahead.
5-star, 5-star, 5-star. Unless I crashed. I crashed in like 3 cars, so...
I need to get back to work, officer.
The detectives are here now. You repeat to them what you told me.
I did the right thing by calling this in. I'm just a working stick.
Just give them your story and you'll be all right.
Well, you know why he's very, on the fence about talking to the cops. I mean, it's not a good time for this man.
Phelps. It's okay to admit it if you're stumped. If you don't know what to do next, just come talk to me and we'll see what we can figure out.
All right.
Thanks, Stefan. You're okay.
Just okay, though. Let's go. Come on, run.
I'm Officer Hart.
Phelps, traffic. What have you got?
Abandoned car, probably stolen. The solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He called it in.
What gives with the corner?
There's blood all over the interior. Someone's copped a full Broderick, but no stiff as yet.
We have an owner for the car?
The car is registered to an Adrian Black, just north of Bunker Hill.
All right. We'll take a look around.
I'll keep Mr. Wilkie talking, but don't make him wait too long. He's the restless type.
And who can blame him?
Nice day for it.
All right, let me talk to this guy.
How long you gonna keep me here, sir?
Doc?
I
Detective?
better get back to work.
Phelps. What have we got?
A lot of blood for a blunt force injury. Victim must be in a very bad way.
Any sign of the guy?
Not unless he's in the trunk of the car.
All right. A lot of blood.
Victim looks to have lost a lot of blood.
Look around, okay. That's one clue. There's one over. Oh, there's a pack of cigarettes. We don't know if this is connected.
No good to me.
I just like how he picks up trash and just looks at it. He's like, could be the killers. Pack of cigarettes, very suspicious. No gloves, no nothing. They did it differently back then.
I don't think so.
Well, I mean, he said a blunt force injury, but we know that's not the weapon. Bingo bongo, first clue.
Mr. F. Morgan picked up a live pig yesterday?
Yes. That has everything to do with everything. Can I solve the case now? Oh, we can
Have you
talk
got
to
a wide shot of the car and its surround?
Listen, you and I have never met, so I'm just going to go ahead and say this once. You don't tell me how to do my job, and I won't tell you how to do yours.
All right. Friendly competition. Always fun. Alright. Insta-heat.
The brand name might give us something to go on.
Second clue. Alright. You gotta do it quickly, I think. It might not matter, I don't know. There's something else. Here we go. Alright, read the license. There we go.
32 years old, married. Sounds like an average guy.
This dude's
What was he
32,
doing out
looking
here?
like he's fucking Drew Carey. Like, seriously, look at this dude. He looks exactly like Drew Carey.
Happier times, I guess.
Alright. Boom. Bada bing. Pick up the glasses. Check them out.
Stenzel glasses. Home repaired by the look of it.
By the look of it. Yes. Alright, that means it's over with. We found everything. I'm pretty sure. Let's look over here just in case. Okay, now, time to talk to this guy who called it in here. Hey, dude.
Sir, I'm Detective Phelps.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
You found the vehicle?
Sure. Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood. So I called the police.
Purpose at the
Mind
scene.
if I ask what you were doing out here?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
Did you see anybody else in the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Nope. I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
Just checks out.
Do you know Adrian Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
I'm pretty sure he tells the truth throughout the whole thing.
You ever seen the car before?
Oh, except for one.
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot.
I played this game so
I know
much
most
on
of the cars
360.
are parked here regular, so it kind of stood out.
We found a steel pipe with blood on it near the car. Do you know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full of blood.
It's true.
When you saw the blood, was it wet, bright red, or darker like it is now?
Darker, I'd say. Looked dry already.
The wallet
This
by the
one's
car.
the one he's lying on.
Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
But we don't have the evidence, so we have to wait. It used to say truth, doubt. Okay, so...
Do you want the patrolman to hold you down while we turn out your pockets, Mr. Wilkie?
Maybe I checked inside that wallet. Not that I was gonna steal anything. Maybe I took a look. But there weren't no money in there. Not even change.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Wilkie. We'll contact your employer if we need anything more from you.
If you have to, I guess. I can't really spend no more time over this.
We'll decide.
Somebody's got to inform the wife, Phelps. You're done.
We're going to notify the wife. You seem to have it under control here.
Yeah, I got this.
Okay. Race to the car. Come on. Come on, Bukowski. How do I... Oh, yeah. Okay. Black residence.
620 Bunker Hill Avenue. You know where that is?
Behind Bunker Hill. A couple blocks north of Central Station.
So, what do we tell the wife?
We play it by the book. There's no stiff yet, so let's see how it plays out.
All units, officers help. Major 415, 1624 West 3rd Street, 1624 West 3rd Street. Any unit to handle code 3 identified.
Could be a car theft gone wrong. Make Black drive somewhere lonely, then give him a tap.
Let's see where we're going here. So keep going straight on Almeida and then hit this motherfucker up. Turn there.
But why leave the car?
Well, obviously someone got a little heavy-handed.
It's the wrong way around.
Well, how so, genius?
Where is Adrian? If you've gone to all the trouble to steal the car and it goes wrong, you leave the body behind, not the car.
You got something there, Phelps. Doesn't add up. Did you read about the guy on the crossing yesterday?
No, what happened?
Over on Lincoln Avenue. This guy's driving along and his oil light comes on. He stops the car and gets out. He pops the hood and...
He's on a rail crossing.
Oh, you got it. He's got his head under there checking the oil, and the Southern Pacific Freight slams into his car doing 90 miles an hour. The car came to a rest more than a mile down the track.
What a pointless waste of life.
You'll get plenty of blood and guts and mindless stupidity working traffic, folks. And who needs a Second Amendment when we'll give a goddamn fool the license to get behind the wheel of an automobile?
Yes.
If it's a kidnapping, why leave the victim's ID? If it's a murder, why leave the car? The evidence doesn't add up.
Okay. This game was really underrated. I liked this game, man. I mean, people talk
Let's
shit
go
about
introduce
it, but I thought it
ourselves.
was fucking
You talk
awesome.
to her, Phelps. I'm no good at this shoulder to cry on stuff.
Just a minute.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
All right. Here we go.
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured. We found a pipe on the scene with blood on it.
Oh, no! My poor Adrian!
Does the name Insta-Heat mean anything to you, ma'am?
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Just outside the kitchen window, at the side of the house.
Yes.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
All right.
Well, let's check the place out.
I remember
Have a good look around. There's got to be something in here to go on.
Gotta get the newspapers.
Lie down. Make yourself comfortable. So, you're a friend of Courtney's?
Yes, Doctor.
He seems very concerned about you.
I have these visions. These blinding visions. I can't get them out of my head. My skull, it feels like it's in a vice.
I want to give you something to calm your nerves.
Here, just take this heroin injection.
I want to take you on a journey back. I want you to remember the good things about your past, the occasions that made you laugh, times that made you smile.
God, his face is so weird looking. The way it's animated. Alright. Alright, first clue.
Kavanaugh's. So who brought this home?
Can't you open it?
Maybe Adrian was a patron. R&I should have an address.
Yes, R&I. Where's the phone? Here we go.
Operator, give me R&I.
Figure you could just ask the wife.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt, south side of Union Station.
Thank you.
Alright. Oh yeah, the Insta-Heat shit. I'll wait the bill. Done.
This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
Yeah, $82 for a brand
Maybe it's
new
time
heater.
we took a look around outside.
Yes. Let us go outside. Time to put this pointless puzzle together.
No use leaving the thing half finished.
Said every cop ever. Bada bing. Bada boom. Boom and boom.
So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's heater is the same one that killed him. Huh. Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home.
Let's climb in through the window here. Oh, can't. Oh, shit. That ain't nothing. What else? Oh, yeah, his room. Get the train ticket.
A used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house.
Blame him? Look at his meek little fucking wife. Jesus Christ.
This must be Adrian's. Stenzel. So the glasses are a match.
Of course they are. Then we go to the picture. Flip it around. To my Adrian, love sick and lonely without
To
you.
my
Right back, my
Adrian.
darling, Nicole.
This thing gets more and more interesting.
Well, Adrian's got quite the balls throwing a picture of his bitch his fucking side piece took of him. Just putting it on display in his house. And we're done. I think, yeah. music played. We're good to go. I don't know. I'm pretty sure.
I'm all right now, detectives.
I might fuck this up. I don't remember her shit. Slaughterhouse.
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
Yeah, she has no reason to
What
lie.
makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. A very shady character. I told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
Don't see what she'd lie about that.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there.
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
Where the side piece lives.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a drink.
Shit. Yes?
So nothing out of the usual then?
Alright.
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early, too.
She's connecting
He
the dots
normally
in her
never leaves
head
for the
now,
bar
bud.
till about 7.
Alright, alibi from Miss...
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? Oh, what an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
Shit. True?
Is there anyone who can vouch for that?
Well, no. I was here alone. I cooked Adrian's dinner and waited, but he never came home.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
Go on.
I kept telling him to throw those old ones away. He tried to repair them with tape. They looked terrible.
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
Yeah, she's... You can accuse her
There's
because...
plenty to tell. You just won't tell it. You're lying about the photograph, Mrs. Black.
You're incredibly rude and insensitive. But I guess you know that. I've told you what I know about the picture.
What about Nicole, Mrs. Black? Was your husband going to leave you for her?
I've seen the photo frame. He thinks I'm stupid. But women sense these things.
Well, I mean...
I don't know if he intended to leave me or if it was just a fling. God only knows. I only want to know that he's safe.
We'll keep you informed, Mrs. Black.
Please do, Detective.
Yes. Get out of my way, bro.
Jesus, I'm glad to be out of there.
Mr. and Mrs. Black don't seem to have the happiest home life.
He's too scared to divorce her, and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this hadn't happened, they could have stayed miserable together forever.
You think she could have killed him?
She sure as hell doesn't seem the type. But stranger things have happened.
Where are we going? Where is it? Okay, we'll stay straight to
Go straight through here.
Oh yeah, you can ask him directions.
Straight through at the next junction. Go right. Next left.
Oh yeah, this dude's like, hey, I know you.
Hey, I know you.
No, you don't.
Just shuts him down.
We were at school together. How about you buy me a drink for old time's sake?
Not even gonna answer him, huh?
Something funny about the clam chowder.
You looking for someone? You know Frank Morgan?
Sure.
I can't
Frank's a
decide
regular.
between the tuna
He's
fish
a loner
and
in
the
the back.
chicken.
This one might be difficult.
That broad has socks in it.
Frank Morgan?
Who's asking?
Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
Yeah, I know him.
Are you aware that he's missing?
No, I hadn't heard that. Tough break.
We found Black's car abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps.
I don't know what I just asked him. What did I ask him? Shit. Let's use the intuition, because I don't know.
You're lying, Morgan. You were there.
And you're talking out your ass, detective. How about you prove I was out at that rail yard?
Oh yeah, the fucking receipt.
You were there, Morgan. We found a receipt in the trunk of the car. It has your name on it. We can call the slaughter yard and nail you on it.
All right already. That fool Adrian's fallen for some dame in Seattle. He wanted me to make it look like he'd been attacked.
Where exactly is Black holed up?
No idea. I think he took off for Seattle.
Pretty sure we can accuse him or bad cop his ass, because I feel like that's the only thing I got, because I can't really.
I'm tired of your shtick, Morgan. Spill it! Or we take you out in the alley and we knock it out of you.
He's holed up at my place. He's waiting for some money to come through before he blows town.
An address?
It's an apartment house at the corner of Temple and Figueroa. Apartment number 2.
I think that's all. Thanks for your help, Morgan. We appreciate it.
Hey, I'm just glad I could help. I love cops.
Cuff him, let him go. It's up to you, Phelps. There's no way I'm writing this idiot up.
Cuff his ass.
Root beers all around, doll.
Look at that fucking smug face, though.
You got Morgan's address? Let's get over to his apartment.
I've met some pretty good liars in my time. People who sound convincing because they actually believe their own bullshit. The type is clever, hard to catch out.
Frank Morgan is not one of those people.
No, he is not.
KGPL calling car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
From Technical Services, blood found in the abandoned Lincoln at the PE Freight Depot is not human. Repeat, not human. Compositional analysis reveals swine as the most likely match.
Roger, KGPL. Time to reel this guy in, Phelps.
check the place out. Come on.
Apartment 2.
We already knew that. It's the one with the golden doorknob. Of course.
Help you, gentlemen?
LAPD detectives, Mr. Black. You're under arrest.
Look, I'm really sorry about this. I never tried to hurt anyone. I just needed to get away from L.A. I won't put up a struggle. Just let me get my things.
I knew it! Phelps, go after him. I'll try and head him off in the car. Remember, the gun is the last resort.
How
There's
can
no
his
point
big
running,
ass
Adrian.
outrun fucking Cole Phelps over here, Marine extraordinaire.
Mr. Black, get back here right now. It's over, Adrian.
Stop right there, Adrian.
Man, he got to that car.
Why not just come
hella
clean
quick.
with her, Black? Why the melodrama?
I thought it would be easier.
No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house. I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence.
Look at that fucking
You
smug
keep that
smile,
up and you
dude.
learn from Bukowski here, you could go a long way in this department.
All right, 5 stars. Even with the fucking vehicle damage. Bada bing. Consul's car. This one I might have some issues with because I don't fucking remember.
Okay, we're gonna keep this short. I'm already late for the DA. First up, Phelps, Bukowski. We got a report of a brand new Packard abandoned in an empty lot off 2nd Street between Olive and Grand. DR is one Oswald Jacobs says the vehicle was dumped in his backyard. There's a patrolman on site. Get down there and see what you can turn up. Any questions? Good. Get going.
Better go earn our pathetic wages.
Rimsky, O'Halloran. Intelligence has information on a stolen car racket.
It's been a year. What's he
An
waiting
abandoned
for?
vehicle. You catch all the good ones, huh, Phelps?
Sounds like there's more to it than that. Nobody dumps a shiny new Packard unless they borrowed it without asking.
You don't say. You're on fire today, Einstein.
Very funny.
Come on, my intense protege. Let's go save the world.
Oh shit. Hop in, bruh. Come on, bruh. There you go. Easy. Trying to get all 5 stars here.
You hear about
Conducting
Adrian?
myself
Brought him to
professionally.
Seattle, threw him out. Wife says she's going to take him back.
Women generally show more compassion.
What are you talking about? Adrian dumped on her. He was humping the secretary. Margaret should show some pride.
Pride comes before a fall, Bukowski. Talking from experience. Phelps, traffic.
I'm Officer Houlihan. Car's down the alleyway, detectives.
I didn't have this DLC on the Xbox.
We got a call about an abandoned vehicle.
Yes, sir. The car has flags. Might be some kind of diplomatic vehicle.
Has anyone touched this vehicle since you arrived?
No. And that Jacobs bird over there was on station before I got here.
We'll talk with him in a moment. Give us some time to look the place over.
Sure, take your time. He's a sore-headed old son of a bitch anyway.
Alright. Baseball. Phil. What's this guy? Let's pick up this bat. It's obviously connected to this baseball field.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
It would. Alright. They mark out all the evidence for you.
Combination wrench. Must have used it to remove the wheel lugs.
Let's go get a location.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Could you run the name Dewey Brothers? Possibly a dealership or car mechanics workshop.
One moment. Dewey Brothers Packard Dealership, 629 Figueroa Street.
Got it. Thanks.
Hold up. Give me a new outfit here. Boom. Alright, where's the other shit here?
It's owned by the Argentinian embassy. I must have taken the flag as a souvenir. Can't have any street value.
Missing license plate. Let's go pick up this baseball. It's obviously connected as well. Oh, you get a paper cup and a baseball.
It doesn't appear to be connected. Not much help.
Alright. All cups are bent like that too. It's a crazy world we're living in 1947.
Stealing the wheels is for amateurs. The car ring would have stripped it in a warehouse.
Let's tell this guy how to do his job.
Give me some room, huh? I have to get this done.
Empty.
You better see what this Jacobs guy has.
You can clear them out.
The car was dumped in his backyard after all.
All these cops.
Show's over. Keep moving, all of you.
Alright. So, got all that. Yeah, take a picture of that baseball bat. I too was intrigued by that. Great minds think alike. See if we can talk to this guy.
That's all I've got. Speak to the witness.
I'm speaking to you.
Oswald Jacobs?
That's right.
What exactly happened here, Mr. Jacobs?
Last night, I was looking out of my window.
This guy, dude.
I like to keep an eye on what's going on.
I can understand that.
You see this empty lot? Damn kids play stickball here.
Damn
Always
kids
breaking
play
my
stickball.
windows. Always asking for their ball back.
Can we get back to the car,
Pieces
Mr.
of
Jacobs?
shit.
Don't be impatient, Sonny. Anyway, last night I see this brand spanking new Packard up on bricks.
Did you see who stole the Packard?
Hell yes, I did. I saw 3 goddamn Mexicans going to work on it.
Damn. I mean, it's gotta be right.
Can you tell us what they were doing?
Using the headlights of an old Ford so they could strip the thing. I yelled out to them, "I'll call the cops." So they loaded up their car and drove off, tooting and hollering and yelling obscenities at me in Mexican.
You speak Spanish, sir?
No, I do not.
Hispanic suspects.
After the Mexicans left, you didn't go anywhere near the car?
After I scared them off? No, I didn't go anywhere near that car.
Alright, well, he looked down, so that's something. I can't accuse him of something. Let's see. I can't. There's no way to tell that he was in that face. There's no way to tell that he was near the car.
You went out to the car. Once they were gone, you had to take a look for yourself.
I was curious. Ain't no law against that. So what if I took a look around that car? You can't be accusing me of nothing.
Tell me about the car they were driving.
It was an old Ford. I didn't catch the license number.
He gets that Robert De Niro look when he's lying, so.
You look like the kind of guy who notices details.
You're right there. The car was old, but it looked brand new. Candy apple red paint job stands out a mile.
What exactly did you see them take?
They was working on the tires. That's all that was took.
The flag, my man. See? He's getting that Robert De Niro look. But then I can't really connect him in the flag, though. You can back out of a doubt, I think, or a bad cops.
Right. So what did you take, Jacobs? You want my partner to pat you down?
I found a notebook in the glove compartment. I was going to show you. It's on the chair on my porch.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Jacobs. You can speak to Officer Thibault about signing a formal statement.
When you get the car out of the way, maybe you could come back and do something about those kids.
Well, how about we bring you an umpire's mask?
Damn kids enjoying their youth.
Okay, so we have the owner of the vehicle, a degenerate. I'll run John Madsen by R&I.
A degenerate, he says.
Contact details on a William Dewey. This looks like business rather than pleasure.
Is that all I need? Slim hips, dark, good looks, particularly shy, likes gifts, very innocent, very pale. Wow. Angelic features, but feisty. Run.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Can you put me through to Michigan 2458, please?
Connecting you now. Hello, can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Can I speak to John Madsen, please?
He's at school, officer. What's this about? Is he in trouble?
How old is your boy, ma'am?
Just turned 16.
Wrong person, Mrs. Madsen. Sorry to disturb you.
Messages for me, please.
There's just one message for you, Detective. A four-door Packard, diplomatic license number Paul Robert 706, was reported missing this morning by Juan Francisco Valdez.
Could you have him brought in?
He's already here at Central, Detective. He's demanding an audience, as he calls it.
Thanks. Can you get a message to Captain Leary? Tell him we'll be in as soon as we can. Thanks, ma'am.
let's go interview this.
Can you cordon off this
Valdez.
lot until we have the vehicle impounded?
Yes, sir, Detective.
We'll follow up on the owner. Get a statement from Jacobs, and I'll read your report back at the station.
Get clear on out of here, you bunch of no.
This is a crime scene. All of you move along. Clear this area immediately.
All these cops. We can visit the Packard dealership or head back to Central and interview this Valdez character.
Valdez.
Your call.
Need more information before we fucking go to the car dealership.
This has got to be the 50th abandoned vehicle call we have caught this year. One more, and I'm going to go crazy.
Not your favorite cases?
You kidding me? This is barely even police work. Of all the bad guys in this city, we get lumped with the ones who can't even be bothered to keep what they steal.
Do we have a Juan Francisco Valdez in for questioning?
Sure do, Phelps. Your bird's an interview, too. And get this, he's wearing gloves and doing his best not to touch anything. Can you beat that?
Sounds like we don't want to keep this guy waiting. It's this way.
That bum took a swipe at me, so I put him down in my sap.
Good for you. Nothing like some good police brutality.
About time. Are you the senior officer I requested?
I'm Detective Phelps, and this is Detective Bukowski.
Have you any idea how long I've been waiting to speak with you? I am needed back at the consulate, and you keep me here like a common criminal.
All right, friend. Let's take a deep breath and start all over again.
Mr. Valdez.
Consul General. I insist on my full title.
Where did you purchase the car?
My secretary and driver arranged the purchase. A disreputable place, Dewey Brothers by name.
Maybe I should have went to
As soon as I can have it arranged, I will have my Hispano Suiza brought up from Buenos Aires.
He looks very smug. What's my here? What is it? Stolen Packard. Packard reported stripped and dumped in empty lot. Dewey Brothers, abandoned vehicle registered. License plate, PR.
Bought a Packard, Valdez? A snob like you doesn't drive an American car. I want answers or I'll smack you around the teeth.
William Dewey offered me a substantial bribe to make a purchase at his establishment. It is not unusual to make this kind of transaction in the civil service.
Tell that to the Argentine taxpayers.
Consul General, we have located your car. Can you tell us how it was stolen?
It must have been stolen from the consular garage. Terribly inconvenient, of course. I want the perpetrator soundly flogged.
Unfortunately, we don't do that here, Your Worship.
Fuck it. Let's ask the community.
You have a pretty good idea who stole the car, don't you, Consul General? Are you going to tell me, or do I shake it out of you?
There's no call for violence. I suspect a disgruntled boy from the car dealership.
You have a name for this kid?
Gabriel, like the archangel. I have no surname.
So tell us about this kid, Gabriel. You had a run-in with him?
Mecánico. A presumptuous young man who did not know his place. He presumed to ask me questions.
We do a lot of presuming here in the United States, Consul General. It comes with the turf.
You fuck young boys, Valdez.
Are you
Holy
a madman?
shit!
This will cause an international incident.
Holy shit, dude. Wow. Whoa. What the fuck?
Danny, Ben, Miguel, Tristan, and Teddy. Full lips. Ring any bells?
I'm sure we can come to some arrangement.
Damn.
Gabriel, spill it.
You fuck young boys, this dude said.
A beautiful but impertinent boy. I mentioned rendezvous and the young man went quite insane. I thought he was going to kill me. I was prepared to pay.
We'll be in touch, Consul General. Finished with Valdez.
Thank God. I'll get rid of him in a couple of hours.
Mr. Valdez moves in some peculiar circles for an international bon vivant.
Ah, English, please. See, this is why nobody invites you out for drinks.
It's just very industrious of him to be so involved in matters of consular transportation.
All right, you're making it worse now. I think what you're trying to say is that lover boy in there is as full of crap as a Christmas goose.
That as well.
Any unit able to handle citizen reports at 211 in progress. 437 East 8th Street. Unit to handle code 3 identify.
Don't tell me, let me guess. You were making your way past the lot, caught sight of the new model four-door, and couldn't help yourself. You could see yourself in that car and just had to take a closer look. Well, I can't say as I blame you.
LAPD, Mac. We'd like to speak with the owner.
That's me, William Dewey, proprietor, at your service.
We're investigating the theft of a Packard belonging to the Argentine embassy. Are you missing a combination wrench?
I don't know, Detective, but I know how we can find out. Follow me. We keep all our tools in here.
Mind if we look around?
Be my guest. You sure you guys aren't interested in a new car? Huh? Maybe a used car. I have some nice used cars for guys in your wage bracket.
Why don't you give us some alone time, Dewey? Go sell some cars or whatever it is that you do here.
This is a really hard puzzle.
One left.
Gabriel Delgado is missing a 3/4. If you don't mind, we have a few questions. Packards are great cars, but this doesn't look like the kind of place favored by foreign embassies. How do you know Valdez?
I don't know Valdez. The embassy bought the car. All I know is he must know a quality car when he sees one.
And I know a shyster when I see one. You and Valdez are in this together.
Me and Valdez? I hardly know him. Valdez wouldn't wipe his shoes with me.
We've talked to Valdez. He was very obliging. He told us all about the arrangement the two of you had, and now quit wasting our time.
Okay. So I met Valdez in a bar. We cut a deal, and he bought the car through the embassy. I cut him some change on the side. It happens all the time.
Where can we find Delgado?
I don't know. He sure as hell isn't here.
Shit.
Address, Dewey, or my partner shoves her head in a car door.
Okay, all right. Apartment 3, 103 Hill Street. And tell him from me, if he ever shows his face around here again, I'm gonna kick his butt from here to Kingdom Come.
A wrench from this dealership was used to strip the wheels from a Packard last night, Mr. Dewey. A couple of Hispanics were seen taking parts.
We've had a spate of thefts ourselves. Comes with the location. Thieving bastards will steal anything the minute your back is turned.
Shit. Fuck it. We'll use it again. Damn. Those are pretty close together.
What are you hiding, Dewey? Spill it. You don't want the LAPD getting too interested in this place.
So I hire a few illegals. It's cheaper than hiring returning GIs. They have less attitude. Downside is, they're a little light-fingered.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Dewey.
Getting it.
No problem. God damn that kid. I'm just an honest car salesman. Seems like you just don't know who you can trust these days.
Going to movies, Dewey. You're missing your calling. Time to visit Gabriel Delgado. See how good his excuse is.
You read this story in the Examiner about the Navy developing three-dimensional movies?
What's a dimension?
You know, like a graph. Vertical axis is Y and horizontal is X.
Well, that's clear as mud.
Third dimension would be Z. So things would be popping out of the screen.
That's ridiculous. Scare people out of the theater. In God's name would want that.
I don't know. People scoffed at the idea of talkie using color, and look what we have now.
Left, coming up.
Okay, let's see what Gabriel has to say for himself.
I just hope our Archangel hasn't already flown.
What the hell is this guy doing?
Where do you see a number 3 marked on that door?
Oh, yeah. My bad.
Yeah.
LAPD, ma'am. We're looking for Gabriel Delgado.
Gabriel?
We're from the police. Policia, you understand?
Yes, I understand. Could you come inside?
What is your name?
Ana Rodriguez.
Is Gabriel Delgado here, Ms. Rodriguez?
No. What do you want with Gabriel? Is he in trouble?
Stay where you are, Miss Rodriguez. We need to take a look around.
But he is not here. I have told you.
Check out the surrounds. I'll stay with the broad. So how far along are you, Anna?
Nearly 20 weeks.
Right. So how's it going to be when you go into labor and he's not around?
You are wrong about Gabriel. He will be a good father. Already he works hard to provide for us.
Souvenirs are a dumb move.
Unless you help us here, Anna, your little one won't be seeing Papa for a very long time.
Serving breakfast for 2, Anna? You should have cleared up.
Nope. Nothing significant.
Baby names, I guess? What that is? What the hell's that weird little doll sitting there? What the fuck? It keeps... I don't know what it wants me to do, man.
Difficult to tell whether it's the suspect vehicle from the scene. Certainly Gabriel's pride and joy. Diplomatic license plates.
Circumstantial.
Circumstantial. I mean, the dude does have a big fucking box full of license plates that's never good.
Doesn't tell me anything.
Chisel, hammer. Nothing. Okay.
Junk.
It looks like Valdez gets his wheel back.
set up
Probably nothing.
like little to no strength.
You're in serious trouble, Miss Rodriguez.
But Gabriel is not here. I have done nothing wrong.
Why did he steal the car, Anna?
The customer insulted him. He has his honor, no?
His honor, Anna?
He said Dewey's friend tried to make a woman out of him. He no longer respects this man, Dewey. He took the car to show this maricón that he is a man.
Tell us the truth, Anna. Has Gabriel been here?
I haven't seen him for at least 3 nights.
Bitch is lying. Making fucking dinner or breakfast or whatever.
You keep lying to me, and I'll send you and your baby to jail.
He lives here, but he hasn't come home. I swear it.
Enough, Anna. There are signs all over this place that he's been back.
He was here last night. I have never seen him so angry. He went out to his shed and put some things in it. I don't know what, and I don't want to know. I love him.
We found a license plate matching our stolen vehicle in the shed. Add in the assortment of parts, and we can make Gabriel for a dozen other thefts. It's time to get serious, Anna.
You must ask these questions of Gabriel. I know nothing of these car parts.
Then tell us where he is! If your baby is born in prison, Anna, the corrections officers will take it from you. You will see your son or daughter through a metal grate for half an hour a week.
The start line is on 1st and Santa Fe. There is a spillway under the bridge that leads to the river. Many policia have wrecked trying to follow him.
We will put in a good word for you, Anna. As far as we're concerned, this sits with Gabriel.
Start line? That sounds like a street race to me. It's gotten out of hand this last year. No wonder Delgado has such an eye for fine automobiles.
We know where the kid is. Let's go stop these clowns and get them off the streets.
Come on, bro.
What kind of man leaves his pregnant girlfriend at home while he goes off to play cars?
Pregnant girlfriends aren't always a barrel of laughs. Everyone needs to let off a little steam. Some guys wouldn't come back home at all.
Are you talking from experience?
Quick as we shut one of these races down, another one springs up somewhere else. Kids used to steal cars to sell them. Now they just want to wrap them around a lamppost. The next 16-year-old I have to peel off the sidewalk, you're calling the mother. I've had enough of those to last me a lifetime. Straight on here. Take the next right.
All units in the vicinity, citizen reports at 415 at the corner of Banning and Santa Fe. Suspect vehicles engaged in illegal street racing.
Oh, shit. Gotta
There's
chase
the red
this
Ford. That's
motherfucker.
Delgado right there.
Quick! They're getting away!
Phelps, 1247. Requesting assistance at 1st and Santa Fe. Reports of an illegal street race.
Stay on Delgado.
Fucking hit me, motherfucker.
Delgado is our boy. Forget the others.
Getting away.
Yeah, no shit. God damn it.
We're gonna lose him.
Yeah, we got him, bro.
Step on it, Phelps. Take him out.
You're gonna die, Nacho.
Come on, you're getting creamed by a kid in a red Ford. God damn it, Cole, hold it steady.
Gabriel Delgado, you're under arrest for grand theft auto.
Fuck you, puto! You should speak to the maricon. Valdez, I showed him. Now who's the man? I should have burned his fucking car.
All because that dude tried to fuck him in his asshole.
You got a foreign dignitary outed as a fruit and a kitty raper, a car dealer we're gonna let slide for the kickbacks, and a street punk car thief who sure as hell won't be taking liberties with other people's autos again anytime soon. That, Detective Phelps, is not a bad haul. You keep your chin low and your hands high, and you keep bringing me clearances just like that one. That's textbook policing, and we need more of it in this department.
You have any plans for weekend Liberty, Jack?
My sisters have been working in Los Angeles in a bomber factory. They're coming down to visit. I'm meeting them at the station at 6.
Good for you, Jack. Are they cute?
They're my sisters, Hank.
Attention!
That means yes.
Final inspection before Liberty.
Absolutely, they're cute.
Good job, Kelso.
Are we going somewhere, gentlemen? Full inspection. It had better be exceptional if any of you want liberty this weekend. Kelso, this carbine. The bore is dirty.
No, it isn't.
Are you arguing with me, Kelso?
Do what you need to do, Sergeant. You know the bore is immaculate.
Weekend Liberty canceled. 2-day field drill.
Kelp or fucking
clean this rifle.
No.
Do you know the penalty for insubordination, Kelso?
Jack, don't do it.
Forget him, Hank. He doesn't have what it takes.
Are you two finished? Are you going to clean this rifle?
No, Sergeant. Cole is right. I'm going to stop playing games and join a rifle company and fight the real enemy.
Fucking Phelps is just smug face, dude. It's just so fucking annoying. Ooh, this is my favorite one. This is like one of my favorite traffic cases. Here we go.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down to 1 round.
Hey, Bronco, can you give me a hand? I got a hard case I got.
I didn't come to California.
No, I don't like that one. Yeah, I don't want that outfit. There we go.
45. I want to stop him with 1 round.
Good for you, bro. Stop him with 1 round.
I heard he's an honest cop. There's
Oh, shit. Here we go,
Looks
boys.
like the DA is going to press charges. Anna Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the DA. She suffered enough.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes convictions.
I'll convince him to let it go.
How do you do that?
I'll give him something better.
Detectives, over here.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Vic is a white male named Lester Patterson. Walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here. Dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar. Name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're going to take a look around.
I do remember one thing though for sure. Yes.
A knife covered in blood.
Could be a steak knife. This is a hit-and-run case, Phelps. Anyone could have thrown away a kitchen knife.
In any case, we'll want tech services to scrub the alleyway before they bag the knife.
What's fucked up is in her kitchen when you go to interview the wife of this dude, there's a stab right knife missing. They could have played that. They could have did
Phelps?
that, but they didn't.
You should take a look at the body. Poor guy didn't stand a chance.
I landed on his face and ended up here. Car must have struck him from behind. We can notify next of kin.
Go over here. Life insurance letter. Dear Ms. Patterson, it's with great pleasure that we acknowledge the receipt of your application 14F, and pre-approval has been granted to raise the weekly premium on your life insurance policy from $3.70 per week to $5.90 per week. This raise became effective on January 1st, 1947, where our standard veteran care policy entitled you to a lump sum payout of $10,000 in the event of your ultimately untimely death or permanent incapacitation. This new plan secures your beneficiaries a sum of $16,000. What the fuck? We all at California Fire and Life
Patterson has
thank you
life
and wish you
insurance.
good health and security for the future. Yours sincerely, Curtis Benson, Vice President, California Fire and Life Insurance. Puppy.
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
Body traveled a good 20 feet. This blood is a long way from the body. Car must have been going like a bat out of hell. So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
There's something I'm missing.
She's all yours, Detective.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first three letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were two voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things look pretty difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
You certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room.
Courtney, come in. Have a seat.
Thanks.
How are you finding working at the clinic?
It's, fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more
beneficial.
Treatment can, unfortunately, be very long-term.
So many of the patients here are addicts, Doctor.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney. In the past, these people were condemned to sanatoriums. If we can reveal the root of the problem, then we have a chance to help them.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I was expecting more, Doctor. I'm sorry. I don't mean to criticize.
Part of being a physician, Courtney, is learning to be patient.
How is it possible to keep so many of them on their medications, Doctor? Many of their addictions are illegal.
Oh, many things in life are gray, Courtney. What may on the surface appear to be illegal is actually of benefit to society at large.
Of course. Let's go call. So we ain't gotta fuck with that. But I think I gotta call anyway, so it's kind of pointless.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thanks for your help.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
So this is why everybody comes to Ray's. I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Your name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave? What is going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and Leroy are close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy?
Leroy Sabo, the owner.
How long have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
Bartenders hear all sorts of things. Are you going to tell me, or do we have to start playing rough?
When Lester was drinking, he treated Lorna like dirt. He gambled away all their money. Lorna pitched Leroy about the bar. I don't know how interested he is.
Is Leroy doing well?
Hell no. The only thing keeping this place afloat are the poker games.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm going to need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
It's the dude from Mad
You
Men.
get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
Sorry, Phelps. Do you mind if I get on with this?
Be that way then, dick. Going to Lorna Patterson's residence.
So the wife was there when it happened, but then left the scene.
You're right. That's pretty unusual behavior.
She could be in shock. I saw some people do some strange things in the war.
I gotta make sure this fucking, when they call for me for work, that the fucking phone, I can hear the phone. Okay.
Maybe she doesn't give a...
Set it right there so I can see it light up.
According to the patrons, her old man was a piece of work.
Excuse me.
You don't think... Phelps, the guy was run over. So it worked out well for this broad. So what? Maybe she deserved to catch a break. Who knows?
Let me go ahead and... Shit, options. Display, what's black and white? I wonder what it's like black and white. Hold up, let's see what it's like. Oh god, I fucking hate that. Turn up the brightness a tad. Oh shit, hold up. night, so he won't be able to work Monday. So, I don't know. But anyway, let me know, though, if he calls you or, well, tomorrow, I wish I had a fucking, tell him that I'm gonna find my fucking answering machine, and I'm gonna plug in my answering machine into call and leave a fucking message if he gets fucking word. Shit, I don't know, man. Had $4 when I called Sunday. So you probably only got $2. If that, maybe. I don't know. I thought we did have an answer machine. I thought I laid it over there, but I guess I fucking didn't. Never mind, my bad. But tell him, ask him if we can call him at his house. So when we get back, I'll call him at his house. Because, if he's not working, I don't know what time we're gonna get in tomorrow from going out. So if we could call his house, that would be. Well, you can call him from my tablet. No, I don't see that fucking answer machine we had. We used to have one. I mean, it's gonna be a decent jacket. But yeah. Alright, well just let him know. And tell him I will call him tomorrow, and if it's cool, I'll call him on his cell phone or his house, because I can call from my tablet. Just tell him whichever one's cool that I can call. Alright, and I'll call you later. And I'm sorry for being a dick. I'm sorry for being a dick. Oh, shit. Here we go. Oh, shit. Damn, about smashed them fucking. Let us go. Knock, 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 knock.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
See, there's a stab right knife missing. Check it out. Watch. See? Or they have the same knives, so that just adds up. They should have added that in the game. That's all I'm saying. And you can't even look at them. You can just look at these cool utensils. What the fuck? Are those the guys that are queued up for the next scene, just standing in the backyard? Why are they just in her backyard? That's so weird. Skeet on over here. Let me go ahead and go back here, see if I can find that guy. Oh, see? Locked.
Can you tell me what happened?
What's to tell? He got hit by a car and now he's dead.
Bitch,
you don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in 44. We got married that weekend.
Furlough in
People
44
don't
would be a
understand
cool
it now, but that happened a lot back then.
title or band name.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here,
I
and
beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's
Yes,
okay,
sister.
Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Cut or uncut?
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
As do I. As do I.
How did the car come
She
to
lies
hit
about
Lester?
everything.
He walks
Everything.
straight
She doesn't
to the
tell the
path of an
truth about
oncoming
anything.
car.
I know that for a fact. I remember that from the OG game.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna? It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. Kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Admit it. You were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
The bartender said that you and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
You're being economical with the truth, Lorna.
You want to back that up, little man?
Little man?
You increased the premium on Lester's life insurance. GI insurance policies have a $10,000 payout.
It was Leroy's idea. Lester lived on the edge. He was always getting into fights, crack games, pinochle, you name it. Turns out it was good advice.
It speaks to motive and premeditation, Lorna.
You're forgetting the hit-and-run detective.
This bitch thinks she's so smart.
You and Mr.
doesn't she?
Sabo have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
I gotta use your phone first.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Thanks.
Just to cover all our bases. We don't have to do this. We can just skip this whole part entirely, but... Come on, blood. Let's do this. They look so intrigued. Getting the hell out of Dodge. I do not blame him.
That's the son of a bitch right there.
William Shelton?
Yes?
It doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes.
The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Sheldon.
That coward thinks he can run from everything. Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
Shit. Sorry, bro. I thought he was gonna turn.
No wonder he killed someone, driving like this.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
I'm trying. Don't you have a gun, my man?
Don't let that asshole get away.
He's gonna turn left, I think. There we go. Boom. Get out of the car.
Right, I give up.
Get out of the car.
Hands behind your head.
And then we're done.
How does a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Sheldon?
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead, Sheldon.
You can't be serious.
William
Hit
Sheldon,
the motherfucker with
you're
a
coming
car.
downtown.
I mean, even if he
We need
wasn't
to talk
murdered.
about a manslaughter charge.
47 cars were made out of metal. Big old sharp fucking hood ornaments. I mean, yeah, you know you killed a motherfucker. I don't know why you'd be surprised. Like, oh my god, he's dead? You're kidding. Oh my god. Alright, everybody out my fucking way. Hopefully I still got a 5-star because I crashed into so much shit. Alright, come on. Get your... Come to me all. And I will give you rest.
About other people. That's the guy.
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
We found a knife in the alleyway.
Where is it now? Was it bagged?
By Patrolman Kaplan.
Perfect. I'll get you a definite match.
Jesus, we got him. Murder 1. We were right there and they tried to stare us down. Now they'll both get the gas chamber. We have the knife, we have the coroner's report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness. Let's bring her in.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh shit, no. Locations. No, not Ray's Cafe. Jesus. Alright, boys. God dang it. Where's this fucking house at? No. Alright, yeah, we're good.
officers help Major 415, 1624 West 3rd Street, 1624 West 3rd Street. Any unit to handle code 3, identify.
Oh my god, no! Damn it, I'm gonna not 5-star this. God damn it. Alright.
We've spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna. Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand
Nice of
jury.
you to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear, telling me how we had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up!
bases covered, baby.
I had nothing to do
You
with
think
it.
I'm gonna fry for you,
He's a
Lorna?
crazy man. Shoot him. Shoot him, for God's sake!
It's too late, Sabo.
Shit. Killed him before he got a hostage. I think you could take him in without shooting him, but I never have, but I think you probably could.
You look spooked, Phelps. I thought you'd been under fire before.
It never gets easier.
It never gets any easier, Bukowski.
Right.
So, I give you a hit and run. You bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
Another visit to Ray's. And you would have seen what Leroy was prepared to do to avoid jail. Wonder what that was. We should be coming up on the last of these fucking... There's like 2 more maybe. There's the one with the actress. Oh. And this one, which was not... I never really hardly played because I didn't have the DLC.
Phelps, Bukowski. Beat cop says he located a green Kaiser Fraser from the hot sheet. Address is 6 West 2nd Street. Get over there and see what you can find out. Go on. Sorry to inconvenience you.
Let me see something real quick here. Shit. Come on. Wait, whoa. There's like a fucking ultra rare trophy for this. It's like the only trophy I don't have, and it's a hidden trophy, so I don't know what the fuck it is, and it isn't the Nowhere in a Hurry trophy, because I already did that catch and arrest. But what's the fucking... I'm gonna look that up. Okay, got the Printer's Devil, got Racing for Pinks, got the Femme Imbecile, Chop Shop. During the industrial street raid, kill a goon by shooting the hanging engine block. Once you reach 50... Okay, so all I gotta do is shoot a rope. Maybe it's harder than what it seems, I don't know.
We're on it, Captain. I swear the more vent cars we bring in, the longer the hot sheet gets.
It pays the rent, though. Keeps Mrs. Phelps in the manner to which she's accustomed.
I'm not sure she'd agree with you.
A passionate, romantic type like you, Cole? I don't believe it.
Come on, bro. There you go.
They're calling her the Dahlia now. Wonder what Veronica Lake makes of that one.
What a case. You hear whether they're making any progress?
But Captain Donnelly seems to think they have it all wrapped up. Brown and Green are sweating this Manley character. I heard it'll be in front of a grand jury by next week.
Poor thing. Terrible enough being murdered like that without having to be strewn all over the front pages.
That's the car, Cole. Just pulling out of the drive. Get him.
Remember, we need him healthy enough to answer questions.
1247, Detective Phelps, requesting immediate backup in pursuit of a stolen green Kaiser Frazer from 6 West 2nd Street.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Give yourself up! Now!
All right. Maybe I was a couple miles over the speed limit.
Show me your hands!
Get bracelets on him, Phelps.
Why did you run from us?
I saw a big car in my rearview mirror with 2 tough guys bearing down on me. What would you do?
What's your name?
Cliff Harrison.
You're under arrest.
For what? What are you talking about?
Nice try. I'm talking about the car being stolen.
You're out of your mind. I bought the car, and I've got the paperwork to prove it.
Looks like we'll have some questions for the people at Coombs Automotive.
You purchased this car from Coombs Automotive Company?
Yeah, that's right.
And the ownership papers?
From the same place.
If this is a forgery, it's top-notch. This will need to be traced.
Flip it around. There we go. Okay.
You have a criminal record, Mr. Harrison?
No, nothing like that.
Enough lies. If you have a record, we'll find it eventually.
I go to USC. I've never been in trouble in my whole life. You can check up on me all you want. You won't find a thing.
Nah, I fucked up.
Looks like I made a mistake.
You better give us something, Cliff, or we're gonna make this hard on you.
I didn't steal the car. I ran because I've got some wacky backy in the glove compartment.
How much, Cliff?
1 reefer.
One
We'll
reefer,
let it slide.
bro.
You're in enough trouble.
Let that one reefer just slide, bud.
Who did you deal with at Coombs Automotive?
The owner, Richard Coombs.
And he made out the bill of sale personally?
Of course he did. He kept a facsimile for his records. Check with him.
We're going to get to the bottom of this, Harrison. Until we do, you're going downtown.
You gotta be kidding me. I'm getting arrested for buying a goddamn car?
If everything is legit, Harrison, you'll be out soon.
Fucking ran from the
Until then,
cops,
if I
you
were
dumb
I'd
son
keep
of a
my mouth
bitch.
shut.
Baggus possessions is evidence.
Get that reefer out of the glove box.
Right, Detective.
The one
You
reefer.
know who my father is?
I wonder who
We need to get to Coombs Auto and check out Harrison's story.
You know what? I think he's telling the truth.
Some of the most convincing people you will ever listen to are born liars. Usually they're called politicians.
Oh. Bringing the fucking jokes, ain't he?
The paperwork all looked above board, and he seemed like a clean-cut kid.
Uh-huh. Well, I get it now. You see some kid who's basically you 5 years ago.
Let me see where this is at. So go straight until you hit 6th.
And assume he's got to be innocent.
I'm more than happy to be proved wrong.
Hey, if he'd been black or Hispanic, you'd be singing a different tune. You spout all this communist crap about treating everybody the same, but it only works one way.
I'm not sure that's communism, Stefan.
Oh, God, please. Not another history lesson from the man who single-handedly won the war.
Are you finished?
Yes. I feel much better now. We'll shake down the car dealer and take it from there. Unless his daddy plays golf with yours, of course. In which case, we'll give him a firm gentleman's handshake and be on our way.
See? I knew you weren't finished.
Easy. Oh, slid her in there perfect. How do you turn this fucking radio off? Son of a bitch. It's not gonna be good. Holy shit, is that the dude from fucking Psych?
Not another step. I have got a Buick Century sedan that would be absolutely perfect for you.
Detective Phelps, LAPD, are you the owner?
That's right. Richard Coombs at your service. You looking to trade in a black and white, boys?
Mr. Coombs, we're investigating an auto theft. A man by the name of Cliff Harrison claims he bought the car here.
Well, some people would say that my cars are a steal. That's a joke, son.
Very amusing, Mr. Combs.
I remember Harrison. It was a green two-tone Kaiser Frazer, if I remember rightly.
Do you have the bill of sale?
It's in my office. Walk this way.
Oh, this guy. Always having a good time.
That's a joke too, son.
Phelps, you mind if I shoot this guy? He's getting on my nerves.
Here it is. Got the original pink slip there, too.
Gene Archer, 146 North Fremont Avenue. Harrison's purchase receipt was legit, at least.
Why is it still playing that music? It's fucking with me. I guess we're done here.
We have a couple of questions.
All right, fellas. Shoot.
Can you tell us how you came to buy the car?
Girl just wandered in right off the street.
Nothing unusual about the car.
Not really my usual type of vehicle. The price was certainly right, though. Nice girl, but about as sharp as a bag of wet mice.
Did you pay with check or cash?
A check. She wanted it made out to cash, but I insisted. Man has to watch his cash flow.
What name?
I made it out to Gene Archer on the Bank of Arcadia.
Can you describe this Gene Archer?
Brunette, maybe 25, 26. Little on the plump side, but not bone ugly.
What was your impression of her?
Kind of harried and harassed. In a hurry to go somewhere, but no place to go. You get to know the type.
Do you know anything about the company that prints these pink slips?
Nope. Should I? It isn't exactly my business.
It says Marquee Printing. You've never heard of them?
Marquee. Sure. They do all the government red tape. You'll find the place down on Aliso Street near San Pedro.
When exactly did you hand over the check, Mr. Combs?
Close of play on Friday.
Why didn't you pay her cash? You knew the car was dirty.
I had an inkling. When people are in a hurry for money, always pay by check, son. Gives you a couple days to back out.
This was all above board.
Yes, of course it was.
Oh, hell, that's not...
Did this look legitimate to you, Coombs?
I'm in used cars, son, not bearer bonds. In my business, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Now don't come on all high and mighty with me if you want my help.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Coombs. We need to continue the investigation.
Hope you sort out your problem with Mr. Harrison. Go easy on him, son. Boy's about as sharp as a bowling ball. He's built too low. The fastballs fly over his head.
Let me shoot this guy, please. You have a pleasant day, Mr. Combs.
Well, Harrison might be off the hook, but we can still run an APB on Gene Archer. Get on the horn and call it in.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Requesting an APB on Gene Archer, age approximately 25, on suspicion of grand theft auto.
I'll relay the information.
Any messages?
A James Velasco is being held at Central Station on suspicion of GTA. Possible link to the Harrison case. They're waiting on you to conduct the interview.
Thanks, man.
Here's a chicken and egg question for you. Do you think you have to be an asshole to sell cars? Or that selling cars turns you into an asshole?
You've got it in for everyone today, haven't you?
I've always got it in for car sales. Doesn't matter what day it is. And why do they always think they're comedians when they're about as funny as a heart attack?
Maybe the more annoying they are, the quicker you sign on the dotted line, just to get the hell out of there.
Empty. Should have known that Archer broad would have given us a false address.
We should go to the station, see what this Velasco guy has to say.
Any unit able to handle citizen reports of 211 in progress. 437 East 8th Street. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
Detectives, Velasco is prepped and ready in 2. Another stolen car with legit papers.
Thanks.
Crummy bastard.
Damn.
James Velasco?
I want a lawyer. It's my car and I got the proof right here. Take a look for yourself.
The paper is real enough, Velasco, but the car isn't yours. This pink slip is a forgery. Where were you taking the car, James?
Blow it off, greenhorn. You'll get nothing from me.
Boy, insults were way different then, weren't they?
You're a two-time loser. If you don't give me something, I'm gonna ask the DA for the maximum. You're looking at 10 years, Velasco. Kiss your youth goodbye.
I want a deal.
Keep talking and we'll see what sort of deal you're worth.
My job is to drive the cars out of state. Nevada, Arizona, sometimes New Mexico. With the paperwork they provide, it's normally a breeze.
Does the name Jean Archer mean anything to you?
Nope. Never heard of her.
You're a liar, James.
Say that again. I'm telling the truth. I don't know the broad.
So that's why you both have the same address printed on your pink slips. She's a mule for these stolen vehicles, genius. Same as you.
Jesus. All right, I know her. Stupidest broad I ever met. Always cooking up crazy schemes. I don't know why those guys use her. You happy now?
What happens to the cars once they cross over the state lines?
I don't know. I just deliver them.
Give me something, Velasco, or I'll take you back to the cells and tell the whole station you're a child molester.
Wow.
How long do you think you'll last?
Okay. I hear you. The cars get sold in Chicago or back east. Sometimes I bring back cars coming the other way.
Where do you pick up the cars, Velasco?
Warehouses. Mainly in East downtown.
An address, Velasco. You want my help with the DA? Cough it up. Now.
A place on Industrial Street. I don't know the number. You're gonna help me out, right?
Keep talking, kid, and we'll see what we can do.
All right, James. We're going to check if this information is worth anything.
And if it is, I need your help here, pal.
If it is, then we'll know you're a man of your word, and so will the DA.
You're Phelps, right?
Yes, I am. Look, can we do this later? I'm in the middle of it.
Ray Pinker. I'm with Technical Services. The pink slips are all real.
Yes, we know that.
There's only one company that prints them in California, the Marquee Printing Company. They've confirmed that the numbers are legitimate.
You've checked them out?
Sure. They're on Aliso Street, near the corner of San Pedro. The guy I spoke to was Lightval. Gordon Lightval. Here, I wrote it down.
Thanks, Ray. This is a great lead. We'll get down there as soon as we can.
I've been in this job 20 years. I never fired my gun.
Phelps, your GTA suspect, Gene Archer, spotted by a patrolman. Western Union office, 253 South Hill. Less than a minute away down the street if you run. Go! She won't hang around.
I gotta run?
That's the guy from the paper.
Wow.
Should have drove.
When is America?
Here. LAPD. We'll take it from here.
God damn it. Everyone's against me. Look, just let me get my money and get out of here, okay? You look sweet. How about giving a girl a break? I could be very nice.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Miss Archer. Stefan, call for black and white.
Just my luck to get the only hair sure cop in the LAPD.
The car you sold to Coombs was stolen, Miss Archer. There won't be any money.
I handed over all the right paperwork when I sold it, Buster.
Gene, you've blown open the whole operation because you were dumb enough to try to sell one of the cars. What do you think they're going to do to you? Give me something.
I was just doing what they do. They paid me $50 to drive the car. I made $2 grand selling it.
You made $0. And if they catch you, you're dead. Is that all your life's worth?
Look, a girl needs things. I don't see you looking out for me.
How long have you and Belasco been delivering cars?
Who is James Belasco?
Didn't even say his first name.
You're lying. James Belasco. I don't remember mentioning his first name, Miss Archer.
Oh, I think you did, didn't you? Well, I'm sure of it. Anyway, I don't know him.
You aren't sharp enough to lie to me, Gene. You and James Belasco share the same address on your pink slips. We have him in a cell.
Okay, so I know the creep. The pink slips are real. The home addresses are always vacant lots. Bigelow is always boasting that the paperwork is legit and that if we stick to our stories...
And don't try and sell the car?
Yeah, that too.
Tell me where you picked up the car, Miss Archer.
Look, I can't remember. Let me go, will you? Please. What have I got to do?
trying my patience here, Gene. I'll have the reporters down here and have your picture in all the papers. You'll have nowhere to run.
All right already. I get the message. I pick up the cars from a guy named Bigelow. 58 Industrial Street. Big warehouse full of goons. Now you've got what you want. Can I go? Please?
No, you sure can. We've got a car waiting outside for you.
Some career advice, Gene. Get out of crime. Marry someone boring who has money and will find you captivating.
Is this guy for real?
He takes a little getting used to, but yeah, he generally means what he says.
Friendly girl.
Used to getting her own way.
Little did she know her feminine charms were useless against the impenetrable Cole Phelps.
She's not my type.
And what is your type, Phelps?
I'm married.
I know that. But you're not blind or dead inside, are you? Wait. Scrap that second half of the question.
I don't know. Blondes, I guess.
Hallelujah! The man is human after all. Now we're getting somewhere. Yep, I'm with you on the blondes. Brunettes are fine too. And there's nothing wrong with a good redhead. But I draw the line at gray. You know what? I might have to lift that embargo soon in the interest of maintaining a free market.
A man with high standards.
The standards are only as high as the last glass of whiskey.
And what can I do for you, gentlemen?
I'm a traffic detective from Central Division. Who's in charge here?
I am, Gordon Lightfall. What's this about?
We understand that your company prints California vehicle titles.
Yes, I have the government contract to print pink slips. Have done for some years.
Have you had any goods or equipment stolen recently? We're running up against stolen cars with seemingly legitimate paperwork.
Not recently. Have you ruled out forgery? There's no shortage of talented artists in this town.
We'll keep it in mind. We have some questions for you, Mr. Lightfall. Mr. Lightfall, we're currently working 2 auto theft cases. Do you know anything about a car theft ring?
Certainly not. Why would I get mixed up in a thing like that?
We have suspects with legitimate pink slips that were printed here, Lightfall. You better give me something before I bring the whole department down here.
Don't be hysterical, Detective. As a matter of fact, we had a similar problem a couple of years ago. A number of used car lots were selling blank documents to a criminal organization.
Do the names Cliff Harrison and James Belasco mean anything to you?
No, they do not.
Harrison bought his car from Coombs. The pink slip looks good, and that points the finger here. Do you have any employee trouble?
No, I don't. They've all been carefully screened. Look, now that I think about it, the name Coombs sounds familiar. I think they may have been involved in stolen documents in the past.
Do you have a delivery ledger, Mr. Lightfall? We would like to cross-check against the Coombs Automotive Emporium.
It's a little out of the ordinary, Detective. I'm not sure I can share those sorts of records.
Hand it over, Lightfall. You don't want us having bad thoughts about you, do you?
Very well, but this really is irregular. Over here.
Look for patterns, recurring names, unusual addresses, anything out of the ordinary.
You certainly encourage repeat business, Lightval. This Mr. Bigelow is a good customer. Sorry to bother you, sir. We'll let you know if there are any developments.
Here's where you can get that chop suey trophy.
We should call for a couple of black and whites. Get Fleischer down here.
I thought you Marines were gung-ho, Cole. You have a 45. Don't you ever want to use it? I'll take the back. Just give me a few seconds to get around there.
Jumped over that fucking cardboard box like a fucking champ.
Cole Phelps, LAPD. All of you are coming downtown with me.
Think so, huh?
How do I?
Throw out the guns. Weapons on the ground, now!
Move, move!
Didn't get shit for that.
Goddammit, all right! Your move, mister. Come get me.
I might fucking restart that. Does that? What does that read? No, not this. Not the case. Quit. Yes. I think I'm gonna do this later. I'm about done with L.A. Noire for now.